Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Melissa Cantu and I am the host of this channel. So welcome back. I'm here in my office. As you can see, it's sunny, bright, the sun is moving, but I love it. And so I'm having a little bit of time seeing all the way open, but I'm glad you're here. So over the last several years, I think if I'm not the only one, I know you're not the only one. And if you felt at any point disconnected, or any of the friendships or families that you've had over the last few years, we really have had a light shine on some of these relationships. We've been in this quarantine on, off. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of changes still happening. Even 2 years later, we're still trying to get out the thick of it. But if the one thing that we cannot do is that alone. There's even been studies that isolation, loneliness can actually lead to not only physical but mental conditions, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, a weakened immune system, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, sleep problems. Feeling lonely is something I have myself experienced prior even to the pandemic. So prior to the pandemic, for 20 years I spent in corporate, it was repeat for me. It was go to work, come home, take care of the kids, dinner, sleep, repeat, right? And then I never found myself having time for friends, having friends that are my kids' ages, having friends that have kids that are my friends' ages, and I started to feel alone. But this is something that I didn't have time for. I didn't have time to have a hobby. I didn't have time to have friends. It was work and family. And that was kind of one of the biggest struggles as a working mom, was creating that balance. And since then I've learned a lot, but it really felt like I was alone. And I would often tell my husband, I'm alone in this. And he's like, but you're not alone. I'm here with you. And it's like, no, you don't get it. I feel alone. And a lot of that was just because I wasn't taking the time for myself. Even to do, there's a lot of ways to actually combat loneliness. And there's a lot of things that you can do starting today. One of the best ways to combat loneliness is to spend more time with yourself. Now that sounds a little ironic. You're like, wait, but that's kind of the point of getting out of this feeling, right? But it starts with us at a core, assessing how you feel. Stop and think about how you actually feel. Where is that root of feeling lonely? Is it the disconnection from not having family? Is it not having friends? And really think about, who do you have in your life where you can actually start the first step in reaching out. And then think about how you spend your spare time. Are you sitting on the couch? Are you eating? Are you watching too much TV? Figure out the ways that you are spending your time and maybe look at how you can improve that time with yourself. To assessing your thoughts, assessing your situation, figuring out what you're doing currently, what isn't working, and let's figure out what can work for you. Think about, what are some of the things that you used to love to do? What did you like to do as a kid? Did you like to bike, walk, hike, swim, color, dance? What was it? And reconnect with that. And if you're really needing that connection with other people, find other ways to do that. Find local events, festivals, workshops. If there's a new hobby that you're wanting to try out, if there's a new class that you want to try out, go to the park. Meet people in the most unconventional but conventional ways, right? Some of the easiest ways are just to start talking to strangers. I love going to the library. Library is a perfect place to meet people. And one of the biggest things I'm an advocate for is yoga. By taking different yoga classes and exploring different yoga studios, yoga can help with multiple things, help you feel grounded, can help you feel connected, can help you feel aligned, work through some of that anxiety and fear, and really just get you connected to your breath. But the most important thing is staying positive. Because even through the up and downs and what life has thrown at us, and boy, have we had a lot thrown at us, if the one thing that we can really do is try to stay as positive as we can. Now, does it mask and does it cover up and does it fix everything? No, but it shifts that energy in your psyche, in your heart, in your soul. And so when you stay positive, you allow things that are in that same realm, that are still flowing at that same vibration. And find sites, find groups, find pages and accounts that are positive and uplifting, and start following those. Really, it's just about being in charge of what you allow in. And that feeling of loneliness is a temporary feeling. And for some, it can feel like it's just never ending. But the good news is there is an end to it. With every dark, there is light. With every death, there is rebirth. And so this is that season of change. This is where we're priming ourselves. It's, January, and it's the beginning of the year, but it's also in transition from going into the winter. We're prepping ourselves for the spring where we're going to be able to blossom. So start planting those seeds of intention and start living your life. So stop living in fear and start living your life. And I want to leave you with these affirmations that I love to help me just kind of be in the present moment, because again, going back to where we're at, all we can do is live in the present. The past has already moved. The future isn't here yet. So just be in the present. So just close your eyes, put your hands over your heart center, and just repeat after me in your mind or out loud. I am safe. I am present. I am grateful. Breathing in. And I love myself unconditionally. And with that, I leave you with, don't worry about where you'll be. Just worry about where you are. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I will be having more videos coming out. My hope is to have them every Monday. Hope to add on some Wednesdays. I love doing wellness type videos. I also do interviews, so hope to bring more of that to you. Be sure to comment below if you've made it through this video. Let me know, what have you done to help not feel so isolated, not so quarantined all the time? What are some of the things that you like to do in your spare time as a hobby? Let me know. Otherwise, until next time, bye.